does learning in school so rarely change the way students live their lives? Why does school seem to be so disconnected from the way the world really works? What if a science project could actually make this different? When I first read the cookbook Food for Thought, created by students at High-Tech High Chula Vista in San Diego, California, I was surprised by the book's beauty and professionalism, but especially by the thought that students could create a real product using their learning beyond the classroom. I realized that if we want our students to connect and apply their knowledge in multiple settings, we must create learning experiences that reveal the way we truly experience life. As a Mexican educator, I believe that this project allows us to open a wider conversation and consider international perspectives on standards and curriculum. According to the Mexican Science standards, students should be able to connect scientific knowledge with other disciplines in order for them to understand scientific phenomena and natural processes. They should also be able to apply this knowledge in different contexts for it to be socially and environmentally relevant. Projects like Food for Thought are an example of how interdisciplinary, hands-on learning experiences can be created. Over the course of a semester, a group of students led by their teacher, Ali Hernandez, created a cookbook of healthy recipes for kids. From cover to cover, the book is 100% student-produced. Students created the recipes, took the photographs, and were responsible for the book's production. In order to create this impressive book, students had to engage in multiple activities. They built a compost pile to learn about the composition and planted vegetables in their school garden to understand growing cycles. They watched documentary films, visited an organic farm, and analyzed food advertisements to identify some of the elements that influenced their choices. Students created their healthy recipes and calculated the nutritional content of one serving. Finally, they learned how to take professional photographs and design the book.
It doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while educators will say, I don't know if our kids can do this. So I think that what allows this type of project work to be done is our culture. The work that we do, I absolutely think can be replicated at other schools, but it's a question of will, and it's a question of what type of culture you're willing to set up at your school that enables this type of work to happen.
You may think it's hard, but it's not. You just have to put the work into it.
The project allowed students to connect their knowledge with other disciplines by merging subjects like earth and science, math, and even art. Besides academic competencies, students learned useful life skills like taking professional photographs, editing, designing, cooking, or even growing plants.
I would say a lot of what we learned for life skills was introductions to things that most sixth graders don't have a chance to get.
Food for Thought also allowed students to apply their knowledge in different contexts, raising social and environmental awareness. By engaging in this project, students became aware of the effects that food choices have on themselves and also on the environment.
3 years ago, like a year before this project, I never would have looked at my food. It's more like, okay, mom bought it for me, it's okay. But now it's kind of like, could I make healthier decisions? So it gives you that second thought on maybe I shouldn't eat this.
And I think this project, one thing I love about it is that the knowledge was transformed. You know, they learned about healthy eating, they learned about fractions, which was one of the math components of the project, and they transformed that knowledge into a cookbook that, you know, some of their families still use to this day.
Food for Thought went physically and metaphorically beyond the classroom. The cookbook does not only provide healthy recipes for kids, but also suggests a recipe for how powerful learning can be achieved anywhere. Combine 2 cups of effort and hard work, 1 cup of good classroom culture, and half a cup of teacher work. Add 10 sprigs of professionalism, 5 drops of outside connections and experiences, 1 teaspoon of bravery, and 1 tablespoon of confidence. Sprinkle fun moments, but also include a lot of time for reflection. When you mix it all together, students will be able to engage in the creation of meaningful and relevant work that will help them understand the world in which they live in a deeper, more connected, and authentic way.